black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peep the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. This defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. The Bengals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
Here we go. And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow, throw left side, complete to Chase. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Tackled by Christian Fulton. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
11 coming.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
Hold it ready.
Now here's the option play going left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Second down throw coming by Willis. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Third and goal, Willis. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 39, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
60 Eagles, 60.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
79 Broncos.
3rd down, it's Willis. This is caught, it's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 22.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Willis. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Red alert. Chapter 11.
Willis. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not... Get across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Willis. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Right there, hurt. 7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
Willis looking to throw it. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He's got room at the 30, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
On 2.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
11. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Willis, he's going to air one out. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Option play, Willis looking to run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Got ready.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get
11,
going.
11, 11.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Walker. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
11 mighty. Stop.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st first and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
On one, right?
Again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Henry. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. If you're going to run more plays, right, clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening if they come back and get you. And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team win for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The shotgun snap to Willis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was Malik Willis, CD, their quarterback, who really got the job done.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whenever the defense threw at it, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for Tennessee, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing.